What's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video. Before I get into this video and react to this Instagram post CJ that put on his Instagram story, I do want to say something about people who always playing the victim. It's like people cannot stand to deal with the consequences of their behavior. And it's easiest for people to put the blame on other people to get a little scapegoat and not face reality and say, hey, I am the problem. And that's what CJ been doing for the last couple of months. He never took accountability of his own behavior, action, or the things he said against Royalty. Every time he did something, he always put the blame on Royalty. Oh, I did it because Royalty did this. I'm doing this because Royalty doing this. CJ never hold himself accountable, say, okay, I'm sorry, I apologize. I reacted out on my own emotions. I will take full accountability of my behavior. Like, he not even take accountability of why he pulled out the gun during the pickup with the kids. He's still trying to blame Royalty for the incident. And it's sad that this man walking around acting like the victim. And I thought after he got shot in January, CJ would wake up in a better light, being more positive and, you know, appreciate life and family. But I think this shooting made CJ even worse because he's always playing the victim. Yes, you were victimized inside your home, but when you in these streets, you have to hold yourself accountable for everything you do. Like, you can't say, oh, I act this way because she did this. You acting that way because you want to act that way. You say things because you want to say things, but you always back yourself up and say, hey, this is for entertainment purposes only. Oh, hey, I just was trolling. And that's sick and sad. Like, you on vacation with your girlfriend and your child, supposed to be doing happy things, but you come to Instagram and make a post about Royalty. Why is Royalty on your mind? That's the crazy part about it. You got your kids, right? You were fighting for joint custody or full custody, but the court gave you some type of time with your kids. Appreciate that. But now he making posts, negative posts at that. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but y'all see what he said. But at the end of the post, it's kind of pissed me off because he said, I want my twins because I don't want them to be homeless with her. How you going to say Royalty going to be homeless? He's not thinking about Royalty other kids. He's not thinking about Royalty mental health. And I know a lot of people feel like, why do CJ got to think about Royalty mental health? Okay, his kids are in her care right now. He should be thinking about her mental health. He should make sure that she's okay to raise his kids. And it's sad that a lot of people vouch for CJ to take away Royalty kids for what? And it's sad that a lot of people is judging Royalty parental skills because she moving and doing things the way that she want to do it, and she not doing things the way y'all want her to do it. And speaking of Rico, if she eliminate Rico out of her life or don't have Rico around her kids, y'all still gonna have something to say. Y'all still gonna say Royalty doing drugs. Y'all still gonna say Royalty's unfit. I feel like Royalty do not have to shift her life around to benefit or please CJ, because CJ not shifting his life around to benefit or please Royalty. They no longer together. And I understand a lot of people worry about the kids' safety because Rico have a criminal background. And let me tell you something about criminal background. Just because a person have a criminal background doesn't mean they automatically is a bad person. It's people out here who do not have a criminal background and they are evil and disgusting and have malicious ways. For example, Ted Bundy and Jeffrey Dahmer. They never had a criminal record, but they was slicing and killing people from left and right. But they put on this good image to oppress people to make them seem like, hey, I'm the good guy. And it's sad that a lot of y'all put Lexi on this pedestal as her being this perfect good person because she don't have a criminal record. Or y'all don't feel like Lexi negative. Oh, Lexi look like she's so nice. Y'all don't know what goes on behind closed doors. Y'all don't know how Lexi act when the camera is down. And that's sad. Like, y'all rather drag Royalty for doing her best. Y'all even drag Royalty for throwing her child at party. She did what she could do, but y'all want to down talk it because y'all ain't like what she did. Y'all say Royalty's on drugs because her hair not did and she look like she's so skinny and losing weight. It does come with stress. When your energy drained, you stressed out, you don't care about your appearance. If you ever been in a situation where you were facing depression and stress, sometimes you look like what you've been through. Nobody can tell me Royalty is not being affected by CJ. CJ is doing things to get a negative reaction out of Royalty because he's trying to find a reason to win his kids over. CJ do not want to co-parent Royalty. He do not want to talk to Royalty. He said it numerous times. So he rather get the kids full time. But ain't no way in the hell a man finna take my kids away from me that I pushed out and carried for 9 months because his childish ass do not want to communicate with me. And that's what's wrong with people. Y'all think this money, fame, and fortune, like I said in my last video, is everything. but it's not. I sit and hear people, podcasts, I let people voice their opinion because that's their opinion, but they be saying the most stupidest shit ever in their videos. Then people got the negative comments and have the nerves to come back and say, oh, I'm taking up for Royalty, or Royalty this bad mom because she talked to Rico. That's your opinion. You can't call CPS and say, oh, Royalty's a bad mom because she's talking to Rico. That doesn't make her a bad mom. Why y'all think CPS never took her kids? All the time people mysteriously called on her because she's not a bad mom. Her house is clean. Her house is in order. There's a roof over their head. They got food in their house. Y'all want people to move how y'all moving. That's y'all problem. It's okay for CJ to do what CJ want to do, but when it's come down to Royalty, she is limited. It's like she got limited access to these streets. And that's crazy. And CJ putting up this Instagram post says a lot about him. He's very childish. He ready to make Royalty life a living hell. He think this girl gonna give up and say, okay, judge, he can have my kids, because that's what he trying to push. How you gonna make a post and say she involuntarily? Do you know what involuntary mean? And how she try to put away the breadwinner of the family? CJ, take accountability and understand that you was at fault of pulling out your firearm because you entered your car 3 times. They could have got in your car and drove off, but you sit there and wave your gun in front of those kids trying to prove a point, make it seem like your life was in danger. Your life was not in danger. You sat out there long enough arguing with these people and arguing with Van. So how was your life in danger? Take accountability of your behavior and stop acting like a little childish ass man. For real, like you so focused on your kids. You want your kids to have a great life, but you want to remove the mother out their life. You know how traumatizing that is, CJ. You know how it feels to grow up without a mother. So you want your kids to be in that same situation? So you feel like the kids doesn't need their mother because you don't like their mother? What type of daddy are you?
A narcissist will fight you over and over for the kids, even when they don't want the kids. Majority of the time, they don't want the kids. A narcissist will come to court, will do all the things, will go through the custody battle to try to get access to you, through your kids, by being able to say, hey, I want to have 50-50. Now, that could be to control you, could be to manipulate you, could be because they want to be vindictive, because they know you want the kids. They know you want to be in the kids' lives. They know you want full custody. They're not going to give you full custody, because at the end of the day, they want to look like a good dad. Like, I want to show up as a good dad, so therefore, I'm going to get 50-50 custody. That way, people know that I have kids. Well, the majority of the time you'll see that with a narcissist, you'll see that, and then they'll pick up the kids, they'll go drop them off to someone else, give them to the next girlfriend, because they don't actually care to invest time into the kids. They don't actually care to invest their emotional support into the kids and to help them actually move forward. When you're dealing with a narcissist and you're dealing with custody, narcissists care about 2 things: image and money. Period. That's it.